Hey, Rob here from MPI, Military Paranormal Investigations. But right now I'm acting as the Paranormal Road Rider. I'm heading out to do my first claimed paranormal location. It's called the Witch's Gate. The paranormal claims at Witch's Gate are of a witch in a black dress that apparently puts a curse on trespassers. It's a local legend here in Wichita County. It's a rundown house out there. Don't know if there's actually a witch there. Gonna find out. It's probably private property, so I don't know how far I'll get. I will have the drone up and running, so like I said, this is my first one, so we'll see how it goes. But Paranormal Road Rider heading out only where the road can take me. Alright, so heading out to Witch's Gate. There's many different stories that circulate this location. Some say there was a wealthy family that lived there that was met with tragedy. When the father passed away, the mother went crazy and burned the house down. There's another story that says robbers broke into the house, and one of the small boys in the family managed to trap the robbers and set the entire house on fire, killing everyone inside, including himself. Other stories say that the family was involved in witchcraft, which spawned the name Witch's Gate. They say that the witch that lived there was named Esme, and that she would often curse anyone who crossed the gate that once surrounded the property. It's said that she never let anyone in town forget the power and evil she was capable of. They say the witch was deformed in an accident as a little girl, and she took to wearing a cloth to hide her face whenever she was around other people. It's believed that the only trespassers the witch ever spared were two children who knocked upon her door looking for some food. Legend says that she took them in as her own and cared for them until she died. Now that's pretty much the only paranormal witch story I was able to find. I'm sure there's other encounters out there of people jumping the fence, going out there, spending the night. You can find all different stories. There were two stories that I found that had to do with the witch. One being there was a girl out there by herself. She got startled when a bird swooped down and the shadow crossed the ground right behind her. Said she was too scared to move, but then she slowly turned around and saw a bird pecking at the ground. Said she was relieved to see that it was a bird, but then she felt uneasy again, and she couldn't help feeling that she wasn't alone. That, however, when she turned back around to look at the bird, there was a woman standing there with a thick cloth draped over her face. That the witch whispered, "Get out," and of course she didn't think twice, she ran for it. Another story out there with the witch, a couple of friends were sitting on the window ledge. The witch grabbed this individual, pulled him into the house, and broke their legs. Now, like I said, there's folklores, there's legends, all that, but that's the only one. Well, I arrived at Witch's Gate. The fence is a lot further than what everything is, but I'm taking the drone up. I'm gonna get drone shots from there, but this is as far as I can go, like right at the road. So, okay, drone shots. Upon my research, I found there is nothing paranormal about the Witch's Gate. The reason I can say there is no truth to a witch living here stems from the house being built in 1939 by George Keith. The Keith family was the only family that lived there until 1975, and the house burnt down in 1976. On July 12, 1975, 5 individuals planned on robbing the brothers Jim and Kenneth Keith, who inherited the ranch Circle H from their father. The brothers lived there together and had quite a collection of antique guns and coins. The coin collection was said to be worth $500,000. The robbers thought they planned the perfect heist, except the coin collection was donated to a museum already. During the robbery, one man was to wait by the phone at his home. 2 men were to wait down the road at a restaurant until the call came in case they needed some tools. Lonnie Lloyd and Leon Pinson were the 2 men that were to rob the house. Upon scouting the house out, they found Jim Keith lying on a couch in the front of the house, and Kenneth was in his room in the back of the house. Lloyd entered the house by ripping a screen door off, startling Jim, who then ran towards Lloyd. Pinson, seeing this through a window, fired a shotgun, and as Jim fell to the floor, Lloyd rushed to Kenneth's room. As Kenneth opened the door, he was tied up. After Lloyd and Pinson searched the house for the coin collection, all they found was a safe in the wall. They made the call for the other three to come help. Meanwhile, Kenneth agreed to give the combination if they would let him go so he could try and help his brother. When the other robbers arrived, all they found in the safe were a few guns and a watch. Jim ended up dying and Kenneth couldn't live there any longer, so he just abandoned the ranch. All those involved with the robbery were arrested, and the mastermind was the last one to be caught. This just happened to be on the same day that the house burned down in 1976. In 1977, Kenneth died because he couldn't keep reliving the horror of that night. So through all this research, there is no factual evidence to support anything to do with witches at Witch's Gate. In my humble opinion, this is nothing more than a local legend.